In this short video, I want to take you through the Elements Catalyst manual setup for connecting elements to your Salesforce org. Now, there are several reasons why you would use manual setup and not quick start. Firstly, if you already have an Elements user account, you need to use manual setup. If you're connecting another org, so you already have connected an org, and therefore you want to connect another org to your element space, you need to use manual setup. And then there's one situation where if you have no Elements user account, but you're connecting to a sandbox that you didn't create, you will need to use manual setup. First, you need to install the Elements Catalyst Manage package into the org that you want to connect. So you can do that from the App Exchange listing. So if you search for Elements Catalyst in the listing, or you can go to any page on our website. If you scroll down, there are two buttons, one to install into a sandbox and one to install into production. So you install for admins only. Whilst that's installing, you can go and add the Elements Catalyst Chrome extension if you don't already have it. So back to our web page, there is the Chrome extension. Click there, add to Chrome, and add the extension. The Chrome extension enables you to see the Elements Catalyst insights inside Salesforce. So here is an example where the right panel has the Elements Insights inside the setup page, also inside a page layout, so you can understand object and field insights. And finally, it enables the in-app pop-up help. So that's why you need the Chrome extension. So the installation is complete. So click Done. And I need to go to the Elements app and click on Element Settings. And then select Manual Setup. So you will need an Elements Catalyst user login, and you'll also need a space inside Elements Catalyst, which is either Pro Trial, Pro, or Enterprise. So there I've logged in. Now I need to decide which space I want to connect to this Salesforce org to. So here is a list of all the spaces I can connect to. There is the one that we've just created. Obviously, there are other spaces I can connect to them. If I am connecting a second production org to the same space, the space cannot be Pro, it needs to be Enterprise level. But I'm connecting to a Pro space. So there we go, I've now connected it, select the connected space. So what I've just done is I've connected my Elements Catalyst space to this org. What I now need to do is go across to the connections page inside Elements Catalyst for that space. And there's a link here. So I click on that link because now Salesforce is connected to Elements. If I now want to click here to switch on the org model, which means that that is now enabling the synchronization of all the metadata inside that Salesforce org into an org model inside Elements Catalyst. And I now need to click Authenticate to allow Elements to talk to Salesforce. And I need to add a remote site setting. I can now close that. So I now have connected my Elements space to Salesforce. I've now switched on the org model, which is where it synchronizes all the metadata. All I now need to do is kick off the sync. I will be given an email, sent an email when the synchronization is finished, and then I can either click here to launch it, or that same link will be in the email. To access the org model, which is the synchronized metadata for your org, you go to Salesforce Orgs, and there you will see a listing of the org models. So that listing could be one production and multiple sandboxes if you're in a Pro space. If you have upgraded your space to Enterprise, you will be able to synchronize multiple productions and the sandboxes. Each one of those orgs will have its own org model, and you access it by clicking on that link to open up the org model.